Hello, welcome to 100 ngày luyện tiếng Anh Speaking IELTS của mình nha. Giờ mình bắt đầu thế nào? Let's get started. Hôm nay thì mình sẽ nói về A Brief History of Automata. Đây là một cái vật dụng và mình sẽ nói về cái lịch sử của nó. An automation is a machine usually made to resemble a person or animal that operates on its own once it has been started. Although few are constructed nowadays, they have a history stretching back well over 2,000 years. Several myths show that the ancient Greeks were interested in the creation of automata. In one, Hephaestus, the god of mechanical arts, were reported to have made 2 female statues, a poor girl, which assisted him and accompanied him wherever he went, as well as giving automata a place in mythology. The Greeks almost certainly created some. These were properly activated by levels and power by human action. Although they are descriptions of steam and water being used as sources of power, automata were sometimes intended as toys or as tools for demonstrating basic scientific principles. Other ancient cultures too, it seemed to have developed automata. In Egypt, sapiens experimented with air pressure and pneumatic principle. One of his creations was a singing plague powered by water. The Chinese take of the 3rd century BC describes a life-size human figure that could walk rapidly, would head up and down, sing and wink his eye. Much later, our engineers of 9th and 13th centuries wrote detailed treatises on how to build programmable musical parties, mechanical servants, and elaborate clocks. A 9th century ruler in Parda had a silver and gold tree with micropers and sang. The art of creating automata developed considerably during the 15th century, linked with improvements in clock making. The mechanism of automata and clocks have a great deal in common. Some truly remarkable automata were produced at this time. Muller was reported to have made an artificial eagle which flew to greet the emperor on his entry into Nuremberg, Germany in 1470, then returned to perch on top of the city gate and by stretching its wing and boring, saluted the emperor on his arrival. Leonardo da Vinci made a lion in honor of the King of France, which advanced towards him, serpent, opened its thread with a claw and pointed to the French coat of arms. altimeter was normally very expensive toys for the very rich. They were made for royal or aristocratic patrons, to be viewed only by themselves and select guests who were expected to be impressed by their wealth. Altimeters were also created by public soul. However, and many appear on clock towers, such as the one in Perth, Switzerland, built in 1530. During the 18th century, some watchmakers made altimeters to contribute to the progress of medicine and the natural sciences, particularly to investigate the mechanic laws governing the structure and movement in living things. Many of the creations simulated almost perfectly the complex structure in human beings and animals. Meldad made expensive use of grading and cores to produce altimeter of horses. Work by turning a handle for Canson produced a duck made of grilled copper with age, drank and worked like her real duck. He also made a life-size female flute player. It passes through the complex mechanism, causing the leaves and in another well-known piece, Molly Silver Swan made in 1773. The swan sits in a stream consisting of glass rolls while smaller silver fish are swimming. When the clockwork is wound, a music box plays and glass roll rotate, giving impression of flowing stream. The swan turned its head from side to side. It soon noticed the fish and pans down to catch, and each one raises its head to the upright position. The mechanism still works. One of the most skilled makers of altimeter was the Swiss watchmaker John Drog. He produced 3 altimeter which, even today, are considered wonders of science and mechanical engineering. One of these, the writer, simulates a boy sitting at a desk, dipping his pen into the ink and writing perfectly legibly. Another stunning creation of the 18th century was the mechanical theatre in the grounds of Australia's Hell-Run Place, home of the episode of Suppers designed by the miner Ronald and completed in 1752. This depicts the nobility's idea of the perfect society, with every class in its proper place. The figures inside the place depict 18th century with couch life, while industrial activity is carried on in and around this building. A total of 141 workers bring materials to the foreman, who drinks, purchases laughter and oils, a purpose saved in a wheelbarrow over the road. The literature shows that great skill in clock making and work of technology, consisting of hidden water wheels, copper writing and cog wheels. Và bài đọc hôm nay đã kết thúc tại đây. Các bạn đã hiểu hết chưa? Nếu mà các bạn thấy video này hay thì cho mình một like, share and subscribe nhé. Tạm biệt. Bye bye.